Hello, dear friends. Welcome to another episode or channeled message from Vessel and Crown. Today's message, I already know, is going to be beautiful and timely. And just know that with all of the messages channeled and shared here, that each one has its own energy, resonance for your mind, body, and spirit, and that each message will find you when it needs to. All right, dear friends, without further ado, I will begin. Today's message is all about clarity. Clarity of space, clarity of mind, clarity of spirit, clarity within our emotions, clarity within our homes, where we work, even in our vehicles. And so the clarity that we are referring to is, yes, the bigger, broader label of clarity, but it also refers to emotional, spiritual, energetic hygiene. And so the invitation is to ask yourselves, where can I clean up a little bit more energetically, spiritually, emotionally? The topic of clarity is one that is very broad and expansive, and for some, even generic. And so we want to help you understand that, again, the clarity we are speaking of is in reference to emotional, spiritual, energetic, and even the energetic hygiene that comes with the subtle energy bodies that we all have. Physical cleanliness. And we're referring to the physical cleanliness that comes from having a clean inner temple. Is your gut and microbiome healthy and cleansed, or are there opportunities to nourish yourself better, drink more water? Is there an opportunity to nourish your body with supplements and vitamins, holistically, organically? Why is this important? Why is this part of today's message? Well, dear friends, it is important to begin to cultivate the space for clarity within every facet of your life. Because where there is clarity, then there can be purpose. Where there is clarity, well, then there can be momentum. Where there is clarity, well, then there can be discernment. Where there is clarity, well, then there can be the development of your spiritual gifts, your artistic talents, an expansion, an ascension, exposure that is aligned with the highest and greatest good of your calling, with your heart. And we're not just talking about mental clarity. We are also referring to the kind of clarity that comes along with sweeping out, cleansing out, alchemizing pain, guilt, judgment, criticism, limiting opinions, beliefs, doubt, fear. Cleansing out energies that no longer serve you, quite literally and figuratively. And for some, this could look like an excess of lust. This could look like an excess of desire that has manifested and shown up in your life as greed. This could look like alchemizing pain into understanding, grace, and joy. This is all an opportunity for us to really lean into our intuition, the inner knowing that so many of us have felt time and time and time again, yet many of us continue to suppress or even dismantle. But again, we invite you to Begin to cultivate discernment in every area of your life. Discernment as it relates to clarity, cleansing, alchemizing your mental, emotional, spiritual, and energetic bodies. Because again, dear friends, with clarity, well, then we have the opportunity for momentum. With clarity, we have the opportunity for ascension, growth, joy, discernment, creative projects, shifts in our career, positive shifts in our lives, miracles, and all of the things that we've been waiting for, wanting, can begin to come online and be manifested in your life. And so before we leave, we want you again to ask yourself, where in my life can I use more clarity? Where in my life can I use more clarity? Where in my life can I use more clarity? And again, we want to bring your awareness to the fact that we are referring to the kind of clarity that comes along after cleansing and alchemizing and shedding those things that we are ready to release and let go of. Greater is coming. Greater is coming. Greater is coming. And we know that when great things enter our lives, we have to hold space for both and. Well, what does this mean? So when great things come, there are also oppositions and challenges that might try to arrive or arise in your life. And so if we have full clarity, a clean slate, if you will, as it relates to mind, body, spirit, your energetic or auric fields, your subtle energy bodies, as we begin to maintain spiritual hygiene, emotional and mental hygiene, and continuously entrain our minds and bodies to the baseline of clarity, to the baseline of 0 point neutrality, then we can move forward with less reactivity, the ability to discern what's a spiritual truth and what's false. This is a time to be awakened, enlightened, and not awakened and enlightened in a false or from a false pretense. We are living in a day and age where discernment and clarity will be paramount to our survival. And this is not an opportunity to elicit fear. This is just an opportunity to bring your awareness to the areas of your life that could use clarity, cleansing, alchemizing. And so again, we ask you, where in your life could you use more clarity, more alchemy? For where there is clarity, well, then we have momentum. Where there is clarity, well, then we have peace. Where there is clarity, well, then aligned opportunities, miracles, and alignment can begin to happen and continuously flourish. Where there is clarity, there is understanding, compassion, confidence, courage. Where there is clarity, well, then we have the opportunity to always move forward with love, from a place of love. Yes, even on the most challenging of days, where there is clarity, mind, body, and spirit, we create the space to choose to move forward from a place of love, therefore inviting in higher levels of consciousness and spirituality that is filled with clarity, higher levels of expansive creativity, more opportunities for thought leaders, healers, activators, medicine women, We create the opportunity for the divine feminine, the matriarchy, to arise to help with the collective ascension of humanity. So begin to ask yourselves, where in my life can I use or benefit from even greater clarity? And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Until next time, peace and blessings, dear friends.